radical.
This
Is cocaine a stronger up?
Yeah.
So,
Cocaine.
so you're way up with cocaine.
Dude, I
Stronger up is a very good
I
way to
love
be.
America so much, bro. There is no other world. There's no other place on the planet where like a former president is gonna sit down with a dude who calls himself a dumbass objectively. Video that I haven't watched yet, and it's been like 4 days. And last but not least, I also have some guests coming over, okay, in a little bit. I don't want to start playing a video game for 20 minutes when my guests are here and have them come to a 10K audience in the midst of me playing a video game that I will quit in 20 minutes when they're here. And then the 10K goes down to 5K. You know what I mean? So that's why we're going to be watching this Donald Trump Theo Von video
I have
instead.
some tour dates to tell you about. I'll be in Las Vegas. I'm hoping you'll super lot fun to know that one of those students is getting us down with a prep talk. Days full on.
The guest is the Crash Dummies Pod, Mike and Pat. They're coming over. Die? Okay, that's a bit aggressive. Gamers in the stream are the uncommitted of the DNC. Bro, you're gonna get accidentally banned, okay? I don't want you to, but like,
But your thing is kind of really good. My son's a big fan of yours, Barry.
Really, Baron is?
Yeah.
He just graduated high school, right?
That's right. He just did it. He knows you very well. He said, Dad, he's big.
Wow.
what's with you and like constantly relying on his sons for media appearances?
Big one.
That's cool.
Nowadays, right?
Yeah, well, it's interesting. You know, yeah, I can't believe that we're able to get platforms. And I started in my kitchen, and then
Bro really needs to be monitoring his son's intake, dude.
yeah, just evolved out of there.
That's fantastic.
That was pretty unbelievable. What does Baron play?
What? Did you hear Baron slapping that nanny? No, that's all fake, dude. Come on, bro. Come on.
We're good. Are we rolling? Good. Yeah, that's yeah. Does Baron play sports or anything?
He does. He plays golf and different sports.
Cool, bro. Let him play ball. He's like 6'8", dog. He's 6'8" and Slovenian. What the fuck is wrong with you? He's gonna turn into Osama bin Laden, bro. This is what happens when you're 6'8" and your dad doesn't let you play ball. You literally become Osama bin Laden. Okay? Let him hoop, dog. He's gonna do 9/11 if you don't let him hoop.
With soccer. Loves soccer. Very good at soccer. He's a good athlete.
Is he gonna go? Has he already picked a college or not?
He has, and is getting set to go in the fall. Good college, a very good one. And he's always a very good student. He's smart guy.
Which one of which one of your kids? Like, yeah, what's something you admire about each one of your sons?
Well, John is a hunter. He's a great hunter, and he's learning about that world and guns and all. He was the first one that said, boy, you got lucky. Because I didn't realize that 130 yards is actually very close in that parlance. And he said, you got lucky. He knew immediately when he saw that. He said, it's incredible. Because that's considered.
I love Theo Von. I love Theo Von baking this in, like in the post, in the edits. Like his editor's like, this is good stuff to put in there.
Pretty close distance.
From how far the shooter was?
Yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah.
the guy wasn't a bad shooter, supposedly, you know. He's a very disturbed guy, but he wasn't a bad shooter. And Eric, likewise, he loves the business. He loves real estate. Also very much of a hunter. And
Bro, he can't find anything. Like there is not an ounce of genuine good feelings that he has for either of his fail sons. Like, sure. What are you doing? Don't come in here wagging. Oh, God, it's hard not to give you a pet. Do you see the bit from Michael Cohen's book about Trump calling Don Jr. an idiot for shooting an elephant and posing the pig online? I did not, but it makes sense. I mean, he's right. He's literally just describing them, not saying what he admires about them. Yeah, he's like, well, you
this
know,
is so
Don
tough.
Jr.,
The fact that
he's a hunter. He likes diet sodas. Anyway, let's continue.
Understands a lot of things about that. They were sort of, as young guys, they were with their grandfather, and he would take them hunting in Czechoslovakia, and somehow they developed very well. And,
Czechoslovakia.
yeah, can you
Damn.
imagine?
A lot of letters even.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
That's a name you don't hear too much anymore, but it was.
I need a stoke just to get through the spell.
That's a name you don't hear too much anymore. That's hilarious.
That's right. But so he'd go, he'd spend time in Europe, and that's where he learned a lot about both of them. Really good.
With your dad, they would go?
Grandfather. Actually, they had a grandfather who was a wonderful outdoorsman and athlete. And during the summer, he'd take them out into the woods, and they'd go hunting and lots of things, and they loved it. They got to love it. And that's Don, and that's Ernie.
Yeah, they're funny.
Oh yeah,
They have a good sense of humor too. Like whenever I see them at UFC, it's like,
Yeah, right.
yeah, it's just like the first time I was nervous, I think, and then after that, when I see them, it's fun to kind of cut up with them.
Jesus
They're
Christ.
good. They're good guys, and they really they get along with the rest of the family. We all get along. We have a good family. But I love you. I see you talk about a great guy. How about Dana White?
Yeah.
Good job, he does, right?
Yeah, I thank Dana too for helping get us set up together. Yeah, he makes it happen. I like Dana. He doesn't waste words. He doesn't waste time. He likes to, I think, be efficient, and he seems like a strong sense of integrity for himself.
Nobody likes him. You know, there's an expression that everybody is replaceable. Not Dana. Nobody can do what he does, and he's made that sport into a big monster.
Dude, no one. Like, absolutely zero people beat the otherwise in the same way.
It's your sport. And it's interesting, and we go there and we enjoy it. Go with him. Sometimes we do walk-ons with Dana, and they sort of likes it.
Oh yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I was behind you in one video. I'm sure the dogs are it's one of my favorite things ever. It became UFC became my favorite sport during the pandemic. Dana was brave enough to stay open. You know, he did.
Sport, and he opened up in arenas with nothing other than very good fighters.
Yeah.
And they would be like, he had some of the best fights during the pandemic.
Yeah.
But he
It was
was
exceptional. There it is right there. See, look. There
yeah.
you are, and I'm right behind you there.
Oh,
Clapping with
wow,
that hat on.
yeah.
The white guy in the
That's
hat.
great. That's right, the white guy in the hat. That's great.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of us there, but I was one of them for sure.
That's right.
Yeah, see, let's be right
Good
there.
sport, isn't it?
I'm a Dustin Poirier fan, so.
Oh, he's great. He was, boy, I tell you, he's a warrior. That last fight he had, whether you like it or not, he is a warrior.
Yeah. Yeah.
I do think Trump's strategy of going to like right wing or not even
Oh
right wing
my
necessarily.
God.
But Trump's strategy is a
cannot-
photogenic person that is like capable of
I wanted
holding
to
a
heal.
conversation with people who are not immediately
this
at
guy's
odds
killing
with
me.
him. Actually does end up humanizing him a lot to people who are prone to his kind of politics. I think, like, I don't even know if the Democrats could actually like recreate this with Kamala, especially. You know what I mean? Humanizing a horrible racist monster, great. No, I'm thinking specifically tactics, okay? Like, because this is a question that comes up a lot, you know? This is the type of question that comes up all the time. In the media specifically, like, I have had to answer this question like 100 times, both at the DNC and even before the DNC, and I'm sure that this is something that, like, in the future, journalists will be asking me about as well, given my position as a prominent content creator who is a political commentator on a platform like Twitch. People ask me this all the time, like, oh, well, you know, the Democrats want to try to adopt the same strategy as Trump. Problem is, I just don't think that a person like Kamala Harris is capable of, like, going on, like, what would be the equivalent? You know what I mean? I just don't see Kamala Harris, like, doing this with, like, an equivalent. Kamala Harris on I've Had It is, like, not a good example, though, because no disrespect to the I've Had It ladies, they're great, but this is not like, I mean, look at the numbers even. She has 100,000 views before she actually ran, before she became the obviously the presidential candidate, but, like, that's not the equivalent, you know what I mean? Maybe, like, Hot Ones potentially, but even then, you would have to do it repeatedly. Like, Trump doesn't do this as a one-off. This is like a whole personality that he's cultivated over many, many years as a content creator himself originally, right? So when Trump just did like one or two media hits, it would be like Joe Biden going on that what was the podcast with like Speedy, that guy, the Complex podcast. Like it would look like that. He would have to like do this a bunch of times, but ultimately it would still look stale and manufactured because she appears like very manicured. You know what I mean?
Felt like he didn't get the victory, but he didn't get the loss.
He knows that fight. He really, man, he was fighting was tough. He was tough and didn't expect that same fight. But he oftentimes will, he makes people suffer. There's no question about it. No, he's a pro. He's a professional.
It's all hard. I'm from Louisiana. That's why I'm from.
As that fight went along, he just got stronger and stronger, and he was getting pounded, and he was going to be choked out about 4 different times, and he just wouldn't let it happen. No, you say hello to him. He's good.
Yeah,
He's a really great fighter.
and he cooks Thanksgiving dinner every year.
Oh, wow. Maybe I'll have to go sometime.
Oh yeah, I mean
Do good food.
he does. Yeah, he does some good stuff over there. Yeah, what was the first? Do you remember like the first fight that you ever went to, whether it was UFC or boxing? Or anything?
Yeah, I do. It was Joe Frazier, Muhammad Ali, and Madison Square Garden many years ago. And I think that was the first fight I went to. I was like the boxing.
How old were you? Remember?
Well, you know, you can deduct it from what I am now. But they were two undefeated fighters. They were both undefeated. Muhammad became a friend of mine. So did Joe. Joe. They were two good friends. That fight was important. I think they had like many heart attacks that night. Literally heart attacks in Madison Square Garden. I think it was Madison Square Garden.
What do you feel politically? Just everything. Just the median voter, the perfect median voter.
And the fight was so unbelievable. Two undefeated heavyweight champions of the world. There was no UFC and there was no competition really. It was it.
Yeah.
And
Trump played golf with a golfing YouTuber, for example. He's in it for the content. Yeah, and it got 11 million views.